Alright guys, Marble here, and the day has finally come. We have Master Chief Collection on PC. Just Halo Reach though, but it is here. Oh, so excited. But as we clicked on today, we're going to go through the Season Pass, the Battle Pass, whatever you want to call it, for the Noble Season. So the way you're going to go there, you're going to go to Options and Career, and here we are, Season 1. And let me break it down for you. Everything that's in the Battle Pass we're going to go through today, as well as how to unlock everything. And so essentially, let's get the basics out of the way. The way you unlock things are you get these season points. You get those from ranking up. So the more you rank up, the more you play, you get XP, the more season points you get. Now they will be adding challenges later in the future. They don't really have a date yet. Probably either later this month or sometime in January. They will add challenges so you can continue to unlock more things faster, as opposed to just grinding XP over and over again. So as of right now, season points, you just have to rank up. Eventually, you'll have other options. The way they work, you get them, obviously. You unlock right here. Click on your next tier. Unlock. Boom. And as you can see, it is a linear system, so you do have to go in order. You don't get to, I want this right now. No, you have to get this, then this, then this, then this. So, of course, the best stuff is all the way in the back of the Season Pass, and we are going to look at that here in 1 minute. But when you do unlock something, go ahead and step back. Go to your customization. And we unlocked the Recon helmet. Where are you at? Boom. So there we go. I'm actually going to equip it right now because I like it better than the other one. And you have Recon now in this beautiful, nice little 4K. No, yeah, 4K Unreal Engine. Looking good. So that's how you unlock things. Now, of course, the point of today's video, let's go through everything that you can unlock in the Battle Pass. And so starting out immediately, obviously we have Tier 1, these 3 helmets. These are the base ones you get in Halo Reach. Now, everything in this Battle Pass, or Season Pass, whatever you want to call it, the Noble Pass, everything was originally in Reach, so there's nothing new, nothing you haven't seen before. But it is a progression system, it is exciting, so we do have stuff to unlock. Moving on to Tier 2, of course, we have the Military Police Helmet, just easy level helmets. Then, of course, we have the Recon Helmet. The Recon Helmet is a classic from Halo 3, of course, as we all know. Up next, we start to get variations of the helmet, so you get this little bumper on top of Noble 6's helmet, and then we get the Kool-Aid Juice Pack in Tier 5, and you'll see later on more tiers have more things in them than just one reward, but here we have the CQB helmet visor thing. You know, I'm not going to explain all of them. Up next, we have Stacker. If you don't remember the anyone respawn from the previous games, he's just a funny voice actor, so... Then we have our first Elite armor, the Spec Ops Elite, which is absolutely fantastic. 100% one of my favorites. It just looks so good. And next we have Kool-Aid and visors, and then Recon bumpers, and something for the CQB helmet. Next, we have shoulder pads, because you could always use shoulder pads, and more shoulder pads, and more shoulder pads. All pretty good. And then you have chest plates. We have the HP Halo supplemental armor with the knife. Now we have some more base level helmet stuff. Helmet, the base security, chest plate, and now we get to the ODST helmet. ODST are obviously the classic just orbital drop shock troopers. And so there you go, Tier 19, you'll be able to unlock that classic ODST helmet. But of course, let's move on. We have June as the second firefight voice. And then as we move on from there, here we go, we have the Elite Ranger, which again, I think the elite armor in this game is just fantastic. So, the Elite Ranger, absolutely great. And then we got more shoulder pads and more. And this was my personal favorite back in the old days for Reach. I don't know if I'll use them this time around, but I always use these. They look like little turrets, you know, but they're supposed to be something for jump jets. And then we have the birthday effect, which means every time you die, the classic grunt birthday sound and confetti pops out. It is absolutely fantastic. And you're not going to get that until Tier 25, so we are a quarter of the way through this pass. Let's keep going. The chest UA counter assault. Then we have the Hazop helmet with the Kool-Aid Juice Pack. The more shoulder pads. And then now we have the EOD and various variations. EOD, again, a classic helmet from the Halo 3 era. I think it looks okay. I'm not a fan of the small squint eyes, but that's just me. And then we get the Operator helmet. The Operator helmet is pretty cool. I don't remember where it's from. I want to say this was in the campaign, but, you know, I'm not the most well-versed. Up next, we have the chest pad with the chest, ammo pouches. That's what they're called. Up next, we have wrists, because you can customize your wrists in this game. Sounds really weird. And then, of course, another chest pad. And then we get our first knee guard. I believe this is the first one, maybe I missed one, but first customizable knee options. After that, we start to get our first visor color, so you can customize the color of your visor in this game, and you can really throw out some unique combinations of visor color and whatnot. Of course, they're not as crazy as Halo 5, but we do have the silver visor color. And now we have Emil's firefight voice. I don't recall ever using it, but I'm sure it's pretty good. Next we have some more shoulder pads and a utility thing. And then we have the Air Assault helmet and the UACNM variation. I have no idea what that stands for. And then we have our favorite ODST with Kool-Aid drinking pouches. Awesome. Up next we have the Grenadier helmet, and I believe this is George's helmet, if I'm not mistaken, or something along those lines. But this is more in line with a classic Halo helmet. Still not quite to, a Mark 5 or Mark 6 Master Chief helmet yet. From there we have the Scout helmet, which is pretty cool. It's really, I feel like it's the better version of Recon helmet in this game. They look very similar. This is, of course, Noble 5. I want to say he used Noble 5, but the Sniper's helmet. So it's pretty cool, and I know a lot of people like this helmet. And we're only at tier 40, guys. We have a lot to unlock. Up next, we have more chest plates and more Grenadier helmet variations. Another wrist unlock. And now we have the blue visor color, which it looks okay. I prefer the silver, which you unlocked way back then, so. Next, we have more ammo pouches and a little more recon tactical outfitting. Then we have the Elite Ultra. The Elite Ultra, I love all the Elite armors. I'm just going to say that right now. Like, they're so good. And then the Hazop helmet. Then we have more shoulder pads, because you can never have enough. And now we have the Grenadier chest plate, which is George's, which is really cool, because it looks like he just put, like, a tank shell or something in his armor. I don't know, it looks really cool. Then we have more knee guards, of course. And then we have Cat's voice for firefight. And it looks like another variation of the chest plate. I'm not sure there. And now we have the Elite Zealot. He's just got a big head. That's all I gotta say. Up next, we have the EVA helmet, which some people love, and I know a couple people that think it's the dumbest looking helmet, but it looks cool regardless. And of course, we have whatever the utility piece is. It looks like just some padding. Then we have another armor effect, our second armor effect, which is the Pestilence. Which is essentially this like green-brown stink cloud that goes around, and the EVA helmet variation. I always thought Pestilence was kind of weird in multiplayer, but of course my favorite multiplayer armor effect is coming up at the very end, so we'll get there eventually. Now we have the shoulder pads. Cool. We have this one is kind of cool for sniping. You get that tactical material, I don't know what you want to call that, for the chest. And then we have Cat's wrist touchpad. I always used this way back in the day. It's pretty cool. Next we have Dot, the AI, as the firefight voice. Dot is the AI you'll hear throughout the entire campaign, and it's okay as a voice, nothing. It's another AI. Next we have another utility armor. It's the UANX, or sure, whatever that says. So yeah. Now we have the EVA helmet variation with a little thing going across, because, why not, I guess. And next we have the JFO helmet, which, in my opinion, is one of the uglier helmets in the game. It's not my favorite. I don't really use it. But there you are. What does that say? You guys read this? Okay. If $10, if anybody that can properly pronounce this word first time, like that, I don't know what that is. Up next, we of course have the Mark 5. This is what I always went with back in the day, because red versus blue, Caboose, he is my favorite. But the Mark 5 helmet is here all the way at tier 60, so you have some grinding to do if you'd like to get your first Mark 5 helmet, and some variations of it. Next we have some more shoulder pads, and a JFO helmet variation, the little pad there. Next we have the ammo shotgun shell chest piece, and it's got the knife up here. I don't remember who uses this one. We have another wrist tactical UPS with a G in it. Now we have more knee guards. I want to say these are like the classic Master Chief ones, but I really have no idea. Up next we have the Heart Attack armor effect, which of course is just a bunch of hearts flying around when you die. And with that, we have the Elite General, which he looks alright. He's probably on the lower end of the spectrum for me in terms of armor customization, but he is there and he is beautiful. Next, we have another utility pack, followed by Carter and his voice for Firefight. Carter, of course, being Noble 1, the team captain. His voice, again, is alright for Firefight. It's just not my go-to. Up next, we have the Commando helmet, which is Carter's helmet. And I think this helmet's really good. I think it's a great variation of, the Spartan helmets. Next, we have the black visor color, and I also used this way back in the day because I thought it was cool, because you gotta be edgy, man. You gotta be edgy. But of course, we also have the Commando helmet with the Kool-Aid container, so you can have your black visor to be edgy and drink your Kool-Aid. Up next, we have the EVA-C helmet, which of course is Emil's, the classic Skullface EVA helmet, and it is awesome. And I don't know why you'd ever want to cover it up, but if you want to use the UA HUL 3 variation, you can. It is there at tier 70, so we got a ways to go until we'll get there. Up next, we got some big and bulky Commando shoulder pads. I did use these back in the day, or used them on one shoulder. And we have another Commando helmet variation. More shoulder pads, little targets. These ones, they look like grenade things, but this is the Assault Sapper chest. These names don't matter. I don't remember them, but I'm glad they're here. And then we have a Recon variation at tier 74, so is what it is. And moving on, we have bigger ammo pouch and bigger walkie-talkie. So, if you want the Assault Commando chest plate, I want to say that is also Noble 1's Carter's. I could be wrong on that. And up next, we have George, which is a lot of people's favorite Spartan. I know recently in Ubernick's video, he said that George is his favorite, and he is definitely up there for me. His firefight voice, you have to get to tier 77 to get that voice, but here he is. Next, we have another parafoil, HP parafoil, it's their new computer, chest plate, so there you go. And then this is my personal favorite, armor effect. It is the inclement weather. I always thought this one was the best back in the day, but I never unlocked it because it cost a lot of credits. And then we have the Field Marshal, which I feel like this was already in there way back when. I don't know, he looks the same as one of the other guys in my opinion. Maybe that's a glitch, or maybe that's just me. And then we have the Pilot helmet, which is literally just looks like a different variation of the EVA helmet, but here it is if you want it. You also have the headband and a walkie-talkie earpiece. Tier 81, we are really getting there now, and we have Buck's voice. Of course, we have the good Buck, not the Halo 5 weirder version of it. And then we have the Assault Breacher 8-gauge wrist attachment, which is really cool. But Buck's voice is probably the highlight of Tier 81. Next, we have this backpack-looking thing as your utility. Cool. I don't remember this one. Maybe that's new. I don't know. I don't remember this, but that's really cool. And then we have shoulder pads. And that knife is really cool for the shoulder pad. Yeah, I honestly don't remember this, but there you go. Tier 83 gets some fire. And then we have the gold visor color, which is the classic Master Chief color. So you have to get all the way to tier 84 to unlock that. But if you don't like visors at all, you can then get the Gungnir, because I totally pronounced that right. The Gungnir helmet, which has no visor. This is one of the weirder helmets in Halo, in my opinion. But here you go, tier 85. I know it is a fan favorite, so good luck unlocking it anytime in the near future. Up next, of course, we have the Mark 6 helmets, the Master Chief. Tier 86, man, you gotta get to grinding, man. But what's not worth it, in my opinion, is the Mark 5 shoulder pads, because shoulder pads are cool, but, tier 87, come on, man. But, of course, I always used one of these on one of my shoulders, which was the sniper bandolier thing, bullets. So, these are really cool. Tier 88, tier 89, we are looking at another variation of the parafoil, and then a Gungnir helmet variation with a flashlight. Or a laser pointer. I think laser pointer is probably cooler. Up next, we have tier 90, the security helmet, and a variation. He's got a laser pointer too, and then he's got the walkie-talkie. Here we are, our final stretch, guys. Tier 91, more variations of the Master Chief helmet. Absolutely beautiful. Then we have the collar breacher, another variation of the one with the shotgun shells on the chest, as well as another variation of the grenade ones on the chest. Next we have this really weird looking version of the Gungnir helmet. And then we get to the last 6. Cortana's voice for Firefight, which is generally a pretty great option. Cortana being a staple of Halo, definitely a go-to. And then a weird version of the security helmet. Definitely not worth 96 tiers in my opinion. If you are a fan of this helmet, I am sorry. You have a long ways to go. And then my personal favorite, Sergeant Johnson himself. This is the voice I will usually use for Firefight because Sergeant Johnson is probably my favorite character in Halo. Tier 97. And then we have Elite Officer, who literally just looks like a regular Elite, all the way at tier 98, so good luck. We have Security Helmet variation. Again, I'm sorry if you like the Security Helmet. I don't think it's that great, but, you know, you have a lot of grinding to get this. And, of course, the absolute top, we have Master Chief, John 117 himself. Thought he'd mix things up a little for the Firefight voice. The Eternal effect, armor effect. Which, again, I don't remember this back in the day. Maybe this is new. This probably isn't new. I do remember the fire. I just don't remember the blue fire. So we do have the blue fire right here. And then, of course, the Haunted Helmet. Because everybody loves this one. And it is a fantastic helmet. So there you go, guys. All 100 tiers. You have a lot of grinding to do. I have a lot of grinding to do. Because 100% I want this. I want the environmental one, but I want this. I want this. I want a lot of these things. So guys, that's the Noble Battle Pass. Everything you can unlock, all 100 tiers. Now it is important to know that right here where it says Season Active, it doesn't matter if the next season starts, you can still unlock things for this season. So it will be easier once challenges come in, but yeah, once the CE season starts, whatever the Halo 1 season is going to be when that game drops, you will still be able to unlock the Noble Battle Pass items, so you will not get locked out of anything. Just keep that in mind as you're grinding. But that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. This is an awesome experience getting to play Halo finally on PC. I hope you guys are as hyped as I am right now, and I hope to see you all in the game.